Chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. These two AFC East rivals, Buffalo and New England, well, the Bills, they've kind of flipped the script the last few years in this series. The Patriots owned the division for so long, won 16 times in 17 years. But it's the Bills who have captured the title the last 2 years, and they crushed the Pats in the wild card round last year, you might remember, in Buffalo, 47-17. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
It's complete to Fuller. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. But it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Bills! Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround What is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Kamara up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Harrison Butker is set to kick off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. No gain on the play there. Second down. And the Patriots had 7-4 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On second down, here's Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
In motion, Hill. Throwing on second and long. Fields. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 23-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Fields now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In motion, Hill. They snap it to Fields. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Fields trying to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Fuller. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. Taken at the 15.
too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack on first down, Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
From the 44, Wilson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Wilson now to throw on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams would throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal. Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Drew Sample. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken a third quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. From the 45 on second down, Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw, Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit, coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Final minute now of the third quarter. In motion, the tight end. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
In motion, Hill. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Robinson with another carry. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Only get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. A give up the middle to Gibson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. All eyes on Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now at 1st down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First down, Bills.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.